Welcome back, everybody, to Admiral Dreadnaughts. I'm Grandpa Gaming. This is episode 8 of our Kingdom of Italy 1890 Legendary campaign. So, where we last left off, we were still at war with Austria. The war that just keeps on going. They still have their naval invasion running, though they have 0% chance of actually pulling it off now. So, we did a lot of damage to their navies. In the last episode, they did have almost 200 ships, and by the end of the last episode, they're down to 54. 7 battleships, 16 heavy cruisers, 8 lights, 9 destroyers, 14 torpedo boats, with 8 in repair and 28 under construction. So, the Tiberius group, which did take a bit of a beating, is on its way back to its home port to repair and refit. And the Caligula group is still in the region. My other battleships and ships that are not engaged in the active combat zone are all in repair or refit right now. Outside of that, there's not much going on. See if anybody else is looking to go to war. We were pushing for that war with Germany. Now we're going to have to hold it off. We got to get this war with Austria finished first, I think. So we don't land. Oh, we land border them heavily in Africa. Actually, and the logistics are still low. But only slightly lower than ours. Actually, I think we're going to start improving relations with them for a little bit. We're hemorrhaging money right now. We're spending $145 million a month. We have 893 in the bank. I do have enough naval prestige to take a bank hit a few times. And our transport fleet's not that low. But they did make building docks way more expensive than it used to be. Spending $71 million a month on crew, and that's only giving me plus 55 a month right now. And we only have 13,000 in reserve. It seems like a lot, but that gets sucked up really fast. So I do need this war to end at some point and get a few years of peace to let my economy rebuild. So we do hold enough land where we would have a decent economy. I think all my ports are actually covered. Outside of these ports over here, we are covered on everything. So I don't even understand why my logistics are so low. Then I do have ships and refits, so that also explains that. But, yeah, I think that should cover everything for right now. Like I said, not a big update. It's just continuing this grind against Austria. Alright, we do now have ourselves 2 convoy missions. It's actually August of 1910 right now. We just ran from May to August without any major actions happening. I was going to call for a peace deal. Then I saw this. We held off the Austrians in northeast Italy, but now it actually looks like after one term got 0 advance and kind of heavy on the losses. They get their logistics back up. You know, we're 21% to their 8%. Really? 21% did not let us push through with any headway. I think I'll let this run for another turn and see what happens there. Because if we can grab Austria, the mainland, you know, their main county, that'd be a massive grab for us. But let's take a look at these convoy missions. We got Pompeo Magno and Attilio Regolo going up against a battleship and destroyer Lika D-43 and 4 transports. Battleship's only 9,300 tons. This is one of those battleships that we've been trying to hunt down. They just have not been engaging us whatsoever. It's only 9,300. Standard bulkheads, trained crew. Yeah, let's go after this thing. Alright, we have now caught up to the battleship at least, which is our main target. Oh, there's one of the transports. We spotted it at 11 kilometers out. There we go. Spotted the battleship before we spotted anything else. It is actively running from us. Now, the Attilio Regolo is probably one of my oldest ship I have left in service. She actually still has the 3 forward chase guns. It's basically built around chasing transports now. Ooh, good hits on that transport. Let's try to guys down to 16 knots of your combat speed. There was one transport already. Probably not a good idea to slow them down. Let's jump back up. Why are we getting 16 knots? There we go. Wait for that destroyer just a little bit. Range on your torpedoes. Oh, non-existent, basically. Oh, we already got some flood hits on that battleship. She has no armor. Wow. 10.7-inch main belt and 0.2 on everything's the main deck, which is 0.3. She is a glass cannon. You get this destroyer out of the way, and she's all ours. We just go in there and broadside her down, basically. The destroyer is not long for this world. It keeps taking hits like that. Now, one of you stay on the destroyer. Regular, you stay on the destroyer. So, care less about the transports. I gotta let them get away. They don't have the speed to run from us anyway. But that battleship was our priority. She goes down here, she's actually going to be providing armor for the strike bar. Yep. Well, those shots are hitting her now. This battleship knows it cannot run. Get down once we get our forward torpedoes working. Right through this thing. She's an old Dreadnought, so maybe that was a death shot. This doesn't flooded in her center yet. I think that might be her end. Got it. I think they got it under control at 6%. There she goes, right in the center, right where we need it. All right. Why is it not showing these ships? Why is this one not able to run the flank? You should be hitting 20, we only give me 19. There's 3 transports left. I'm going to go hunt them down and come back with the end screen. Alright. Hunted down the last of those transports. We lost 12 men. They lost 893 and 6 ships. Battleship Strike Bar. Malika number 43 and 4 transports. Got us an additional 2,576 victory points to there, too. Actually, I thought we would have lost more crewmen than that since the Attilio took quite a few hits. And I guess none of them were like really pen hits. So they looked worse than they really were. Let's get out of here and jump over to that next convoy. I'm guessing this is why we can never find any of their battleships. They're all out protecting transport convoys. In this case, the Ernst is protecting 2 transports. I didn't check to see what the Austrians had for transports, but if they got a battleship protecting 2 transports, we've seriously devastated their transport fleet. So, yeah, let's go in there and put down this battleship. Alright, engaged a battleship at a range of around 8 kilometers or so. So a decent range for guns on these light cruisers. And she's turned towards us. So I'm going to have the Mozambique focus on, because it's only the 2 transports. I have it focus on them first, just get them knocked out of the way. Sparviera focuses on the battleship. So we split that. You know what? It's sailing at us, so I think we're fine for right now. Unless we think the transport, she might try to turn and run, but she wouldn't get anywhere fast. These light cruisers can do 23 knots. There we go. Now this other transport. Sparvia was doing plenty of damage to the Ernst on her own. 1,050 points on 3 hits from her guns. We have the 4.5 on this one. Not as big as the older class which had in the last fight, which had the 4.9s. And she about to get some armor right there for the single transport. Loading at the bow already, though. Nice. Transports, now for the battleship. Torpedo away. Don't think that's going to hit. That track looks bad. It's always fun. Damage control, 4 guns, 72 on the secondaries, torpedoes are out of action. She was going just a little too slow for that torpedo to strike. Slowed her down too much. There's another one on the way. That one should strike. By about also. She's finished anyways. It's a waste of shots there. That's all she wrote. Alright, we lost only 2 men that time to their 724 and the 3 ships to Battleship Ernst and the 2 transports. Gives another 1,931 victory points. Alright, I was hoping this wouldn't happen just yet. But, our governments have signed a peace deal. I was really hoping to see if this invasion would take mainland Austria, and I was hoping to hold it off until after they'd taken Kosovo so I could have taken that in a peace treaty. Would have made things a lot easier for me to start spreading us out into the Balkans. I know going into the Balkans is a bad idea, but, hey, we're trying to rebuild the SPQR here. We can take Serbia, though. I'll take Serbia. And do I take their one of their battleships? That give me 996 million. I kind of need that money right now. So we'll see if they give us Serbia and the money. They gave us Serbia. Nice. And we're at war with Germany. Okay. I was trying to, I forgot to go into the politics screen a few times there, just trying to get the turns going, trying to get this war with Austria over. Denmark don't like the order of Claudius, I'll tell you that. Okay. See, Serbia would have been better to grab if we got in Kosovo with it. I wish we'd held off a few more turns. How are we looking over here? 2, 3 more turns over here against Chad. Alright. Not the most opportune moment for a fresh war to kick off, and they want our economy to rebuild. So I'm going to heavily press for peace deals. I'm going to move these destroyers down into Masao, because the new destroyers are ready to go. So they're going to move in and replace these ones, and I can scrap the 2 torpedo boats that we have left. The B and the Vega, they can go away. Can I even build these anymore? I know I erased the designs. I'm just going to look to see if we can still build. If I can still build torpedo boats, I'll just mothball them and hopefully an ally will buy them. I'm just checking real fast. Nope, can't build them anymore, so they're just getting straight up scrapped. I wish I could get money from the scrap metal, but it's not like they have much anyway. Alright. There are plenty of German ships out in the waters, too. How are the rest of the new ships coming? 6 more months on the light cruisers. 8 on the heavies. 12 still on the Claudius. Tiberius is in repairs for 3 months. Well, she took a heavier beat than I thought. No, I think I remember saying she was going to be in repair for at least 3 to 4 months. Alright. It is what it is. We just keep forging ahead. Hopefully this war with Germany is not going to last too long. We just grab some of their territories down here in Africa, which is what I want. So I don't need anything from their homeland up here. Alright, we do have a small convoy raid here. We have the Vipsania Agrippa and the Agordat going after the Königsberg and the Ariadne, defending 5 transports. Not a big fight once again. Though their light cruisers are same displacement as mine, basically. We got 6.7s. This one's got 7.6ers. And 2 6.1s. Interesting arrangement. Okay. They have more firepower than we do, but they're trained crews to our veterans once again. All of our ships, basically, this one's a trained crew. Oh, these, we weren't getting any engagements against the Austrians down here, so these do only have trained crews. This might actually be an interesting fight. Hopefully not too interesting for us. Because I would like to start, the Germans don't have a high logistics level as it is, so I'm hoping this will be the start of ripping that apart. Alright, we did spot one of the transports at a range of around 9 kilometers with the Hispania Agrippa. I'd actually just detached her from the Agordat, which is one of my few semi-armored cruisers. I think I only have the 3 of them in the fleet at all. So we got the transports. I still don't see the light cruisers up. They're firing now. There we go. Agordat, get your 7s on them. They smoked up. Never mind. Battle already. Are you kidding me? That is not happening. The Germans are running from us. They want an end battle, which means they don't think they can win. Focus on the aggro that. Focus on the Königsberg. Torpedo range. Well outside of mine. Or well inside of mine, I should say. You don't realize how slow 20 knots is until you get something that's just slightly faster. Against those transports, bring us in different angles against the light cruisers. Alright, Hispania. Let's take a look at these things. Königsberg. Okay, newer hull design. It's actually one I do have to somewhat like. It's carrying over 1 inches all around, so well armored. Interesting fore aft gun arrangement. Okay. 2-inch main belts. 1 inch all around every. Okay. These are fairly well armored ship. Oh, already plugging holes in the Agrippina. Focus on the Königsberg. She's right next to you. I think I did that right as they're shifting formation. If I'm on the Argonne as we're going past, we'll be able to hit both. I'll game this a little bit. Give myself a small advantage here. Most like, ooh, cook off. That's what I want to see. Yeah, baby. Oh, she's done. She is not stopping that. Or she did. It's 100% damage control, so she can stop the flooding too. Okay. Refocus on her. It's sinking. Okay. I know I'm butchering the hell out of that name. That might be a capture. Oh, there goes both light cruisers. Those things, once they start taking on water, they went down pretty quickly. Alright, so I'm gonna go hunt down these light cruisers. I'll come back with the end battle screen. Once again, new war, new enemy, but we took a very light loss in crew there. Only 12 crewmen lost. There were 862 and there's 7 ships, the Königsberg and the Ariadne. And 5 transports. Getting us 2,305 victory points there, too. First blood of war goes to us. Alright, it's now January of 1911. We have ourselves a cruiser duel here. I did have action right before this one, but I ended up having to cut the clip out of the video as somebody was working on their home a couple houses over from me, and I didn't hear through the microphones, but I went back and rewatched the clip before I can use it for editing, and yeah, I mean, it was just all you heard was a saw in the background the entire battle, so I ended up cutting that one out. I don't have anything that can remove the noise from the background like that. So we have the light cruiser Vipsania Agrippa going up against heavy cruiser Thor. Light cruiser, they're same weight class. So the Thor's an older heavy cruiser. 2 dual 8s, 12 single 3s, 6 single 1s, or 6 single 2-inchers. Well armed. Think she might not have a lot of armor though. Just 42%. We'll see. Let's jump in and go take this thing down. Alright, we can engage the Thor at a range of around 11 kilometers. And looks like she's trying to turn away from us. Start angling in on her. Under 4-inch main belt and everything else is very light on the ammo. Let's go. Everything. Take her down as quickly as possible. She is running from us. Not my ship with 3 forward chase guns on it. Oh, we're quickly putting her down. 21% crew loss already. Haven't taken out anything from her damage control or main guns, but we are right on top of each other. That way, so let's pass half of her. It's already burning on most of her decks, 50% float damage. I guess she has not rearmed properly since then. A lot of these ports are just too small for the light cruisers, are too small in them. See is a pile of smoke coming out of that thing. Nice target for our ship. Oof. Right over the top. Looks like that's all she wrote. Yep. Admiral lost 33 men, lost 459 to one heavy cruiser. Value of 10.8 million. How much is my life worth? 25.2 million. Okay. There's another 429 victory points there. 5. Love the update. You get a lot faster loading screens now. Alright, like I said, it's January 1911. I'm actually kind of out of recording time. I ran out of recording time prior to this. But, because I had to cut out that last fight, I just kept going. So the Germans have 2 land invasions running against us. One of them actually making a little bit of headway in. With only 4% logistics, that does not compute in my head. But they're doing it. They only got 51 active ships right now. 1 battleship, 8 heavy cruisers, 15 lights, 11 destroyers, and 16 torpedo boats, with 2 repairing and 47 under construction. And they're also at war with France. So I don't think this war is going to last as long. Let's make it nice with the Austrians here. And we got another invasion over here with 2% in advance. But I don't have a lot of soldiers. They can win those fights through attrition. So we already up the score 6,431. So I had 2 fights I couldn't show that gave us those points. All right. They don't have much to go for. I don't have the definitely don't have the tonnage to launch any invasions up there. So I am thinking, and fairly soon, we're going to run both our combat fleets down off the coast of East Africa here and start landing on Tanganyika. At least waylay this attack here. I'm definitely not going to take Togoland from France. Won't get there in time for that. Could go for Cameroon, though. Is that worth more? No, it's not. Tanganyika is going to be. But that will be for a future episode. So once again, if you're new, you return, but you're not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. If you do, remember hit that bell icon so the next video comes out. Follow along our series, enjoying it. Don't forget to drop an AP shell into that like button, HE shell into that comment section. And I'll see you all at the next episode. Stay grumpy.